Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Excuse me, so this is weekly show number 70, I think. I'm not quite sure though, because I didn't do one last week, so yeah. Anyway, today we're going to be talking about March Madness, because that started yesterday, so, in NHL, NBA, MLB, our usual topics, and then we're going to talk about some updates, and the reason why I haven't really been posting lately, well, this week, as my normal schedule. We'll get to that here in a second. But anyway, let's first talk about March Madness and the madness that's already happened there. So the tournament kicked off yesterday. Florida beat Virginia Tech 75-70 in overtime. Arkansas beat Colgate 85-68. Colgate was leading by I think it was 10 or 11 or something like that at one point. But yeah, I went with Colgate, as you guys know, mainly because, I had to pick upsets. But obviously, yesterday I chose the wrong upsets. Clearly, as you could tell. Illinois beat Drexel 78-49. Texas Tech beat Utah State 65-53. Oral Roberts beat Ohio State 75-72 in overtime. Baylor beat Hartford 79-55. Loyola Chicago beat Georgia Tech 71-60. Oregon State beat Tennessee 70-56. Oklahoma State beat Liberty 69-60. Wisconsin beat North Carolina 85-62. Houston beat Cleveland State 87-56. North Texas beat Purdue 78-69 in overtime. Rutgers beat Clemson 60-56. And Syracuse beat San Diego State 78-62. And Villanova beat Winthrop 73-63, and then West Virginia beat Morehead State 84-67. Whoa, here, nope. That was definitely not what I pushed. There we go. Today, right now, actually, Kansas is beating East Washington 76-68. LSU is beating St. Bonaventure 48-37. Michigan beat Texas Southern 10-6. Well, they're leading right now, I should say. That would be the better way to put it. Colorado's beating they did beat them today 96-73. And then Florida State beat UNC Greensboro 64-54. UCSB is at Creighton today at 2:30, and then Iona is at Alabama, Drake is at USC, Grand Canyon's at Iowa, Maryland's at UConn, Ohio's at Virginia, and Missouri's at Oklahoma, Norfolk State is at Gonzaga, come on Gonzaga, then UCLA is at BYU, and then Abel Christian is at Texas, then VCU is at Oregon. So yeah. That's all the madness so far going on in college basketball. Let's take a look at some NHL scores because, there are other sports being played right now, not only just basketball, but, you got MLB spring training. In fact, the season starts, I think it's April 1st, I believe, is when the MLB season starts. And we're getting to the end of the NHL season, too, here at end of May. So, yeah, a lot of exciting stuff coming up here within these next couple of months. The Capitals beat the Rangers 2-1. The Canucks beat the Canadiens 3-2. The Flames beat the Maple Leafs 4-3. The Blues beat the Sharks 2-1 in a shootout. And then the Golden Knights beat the Kings 4-2. The Penguins beat the Devils 2-1, or they're leading right now, I should say 2-1. The Predators and Panthers are tied up at 0, and the Wild and the Avalanche are also tied up at 0 as well. Then the Bruins are at the Sabres. Well, that game got postponed, but we got Blackhawks at the Lightning, Flyers at the Islanders, Blue Jackets at the Hurricanes, Stars at the Red Wings, Canucks are at the Canadiens, the Flames are at Toronto, and the Rangers are at the Capitals, Coyotes are at the Ducks, the Blues are at the Sharks, and then the Jets are at the Oilers. Some NBA scores right now. We'll check that out. Well, first, let's take a look at last night's games. The Kings beat the Celtics 107-96. The Spurs beat the Cavaliers 116-110. The Pacers beat the Heat 137-110. The Magic are beating the Nets right now 121-113. The Jazz beat the Raptors 115-112. The Pistons beat the Rockets 113-100. The Warriors beat the Grizzlies 116-103. The Nuggets beat the Bulls 131-127 in overtime. The Suns beat the Timberwolves 113-101, and then the Trailblazers beat the Mavericks 125-119. Just imagine if we had scores like that in college basketball. That'd be really fun. Let's take a look at some other games going on here today. Or this afternoon. The Hawks are at the Lakers, and then the Kings are at the 76ers. The Warriors are at the Grizzlies. The Spurs are at the Bucks. And then the Hornets are at the Clippers. MLB scores. The Red Sox beat the Rays 11-7. The Blue Jays beat the Tigers 8-1. The Mets beat the Cardinals 8-5. The Royals and the Angels are tied up at 4. The Cubs beat the A's 6-1. The Dodgers beat the Rangers 7-2. The Brewers beat the Diamondbacks 9-3. The Rockies beat the Indians 9-4. The Orioles beat the Pirates. I almost called them Pilots. 11-9. The Braves beat the Twins 4-2. The Nationals beat the Astros 10-9. Then the Phillies beat the Yankees 4-1. And then the Mariners beat the Red Sox 7-6. And then the Reds beat the Giants 6-2. Games going on right now in the middle of the 7th. As you can see, the Braves are leading the Red Sox 5-2. I don't know why I was questioning myself there. But tied up at 2 at the top of the 7th, the Astros are at the Cardinals. The Tigers are leading the Pirates right now in the top of the 8th, 2-1. The Blue Jays beat the Phillies. Well, they're leading right now, I should say 2-1 in the top of the 7th. The Indians are at the White Sox today. The Rockies are at the Cubs. The Royals are at the Diamondbacks. The Dodgers are at the Padres. The A's are at the Angels. The Marlins are at the Nationals. Sorry, my cord for my headset's in the way. Then the Yankees are at the Orioles. The Rays are at the Twins. The Brewers are at the Reds. And then the Mariners are at the Rangers. So that's all for sports. The main reason why really I haven't been posting a lot lately is because, I'm in school right now. I'm in my last year of middle school. So, yeah. And actually, my last day of middle school is in May, late May. So, yeah, that means stuff is happening for sure. Changes and all that. I'm getting more homework now than normally, which I get that. They're trying to prepare us for high school. Because then, once I'm in high school, I'll probably only have time to make this, the weekly show, and maybe the Ronnie show, and that's probably it. So, no fun and games or anything like that. I probably won't have time to do that. And I usually have my weekends off, so yeah, I can't really... Well, I could, but I really don't want to, because my weekends are, my period of rest. So, yeah, from schooling, I get caught up on sleep, too, so, yeah. Yeah, but there's no fun and games this week, mainly because I just wanted to, take a mental health break just for a week. But the games will return next week, because if you remember in my winter fun and games, I think that I posted all the episodes every single week, and I did not take a break there. And then just now, I gotta take a break. I can't make all these videos every single week and expect them to turn out good, which most of the time they do, sometimes they don't. So yeah, I just had to take a mental health break for that. I'm not gonna reschedule any of those videos. So yeah, because sometimes you just need a break, okay? If I posted weekly videos like this, or well, no, now that I was thinking, I could post all my videos during the weekends, but then I realized that, like, I'd still have to make those videos throughout the week. So, yeah, yeah, I'm just trying to figure out. Also, too, I was working out, like, how can I post them, like, all at once instead of, having it spread out. Because, I have the Mystery Monday series, and then I have News Report, which the reason why, I actually retitled those pilots, and I actually made them, like, part of the season. So, Pilot 1 was actually Episode 1, and the reason why I only lasted 5 episodes News Report is because it was taking so much time out of my day, more time than I thought it would. I mean, that News Report thing, that was just an experiment, just to see, well, those 2 pilots were, and then I thought, yeah, I could do this, but then, when I realized that, I had other stuff to do, I was, like, forced to do it. Like I couldn't focus on anything else. Well, after my homework, like I couldn't do anything else. I couldn't have free time because I'm like trying to come up with fake storylines and all of that. So yeah, it just didn't work out for me at all. So yeah, I'm thinking that I will move. So yeah, the News Report, we're done with that. You won't see any News Report anymore. Well, for now. I mean, I may bring back for an episode, maybe to like fill in a Mystery Monday or something like that. Because I got Mystery Monday booked for the whole month of April. So next month, when I pick out the new Mystery Mondays, which I'm actually gonna have a new series coming out in May of me playing games, but you're gonna have to stay tuned to find out what it's going to be. It hasn't been something. I mean, it's definitely been on TV, but the last time it's been on TV was back in 2006. Here, I'm just like making clues. I'm just giving you clues to what I'm looking for. It started out in 2006, and it only ran for one summer on CBS. And then one of my favorite YouTube channels, MVG Productions, they do like game shows, like 24/7. I mean, the guy, Brandon Scruggs, he hosts like pretty much all the game shows. He does a great job doing that. Absolutely phenomenal job. So go subscribe to him, or go subscribe to his channel because he does really great with game shows, hosting, and doing all that. He's awesome. He's very awesome. So yeah, he does a yearly series right around the week of 4th of July. That's mainly when he does it, is the week of 4th of July. He also does the series, except for he goes for every day, like Sunday through Saturday. But how CBS did it back in 2006 was that they had 2 episodes the first week, 2 episodes the second week, and then they had a weekly. Then they just went 1 episode a week all the way till the season finale. And it went 7 episodes, too. So it lasted for a total of 5 weeks from the end of May to all the way till the end of June. So yeah, those are your hints to, try to, I'm just telling you what it is. But it won't be coming out, though, until May. So, yeah. And it might fill up, maybe for sure 2 Mystery Mondays. So, yeah. Anyway, thank you all so much for joining me on this weekly show. I don't think I have anything else to say. Yeah, I don't have anything else to say. Oh, yes, I do, actually. The St. Patrick's Day Ronnie show. I was gonna film it this week. Like, I think I had it planned for... I think I was gonna film it Sunday... No, I was gonna film it Friday of last week. But I just didn't get a chance to. So, yeah, and then I didn't really have any more time throughout the day. So, yeah, St. Patrick's Day Ronnie show, that will be coming out later this week. Probably actually next Saturday, honestly. So, yeah, join me for that. And then we'll have one final episode, the season finale, next month on The Ronnie Show. Yeah, and then on that final episode, I should have a date of when the season 4 will premiere for the Ronnie Show, because it has been renewed for season 4. So yeah, thank you all so much for joining me, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.